beautiful soul. Welcome back to the Serene Corner. I'm amazed and grateful to have you here. Today we're going to be doing another get ready with me video, chit chat style, where we're going to be talking about a concept. For today's video, I wanted to go ahead and do a how-to because I had a recommendation from one of you guys in the comments. I'll leave the comment here. And you guys wanted to do kind of like a how-to video. If you guys follow me on Instagram, which if you don't, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. I do a lot of tutorials on transitions for video content, specifically Instagram Reels, and I've been having a lot of people ask me for tutorials on them, and I've been doing tutorials on Reels. It's been very fun, so I figured for today's video I would kind of do a chit chat while I got ready of how how to create video content as a newbie to content creation, or if you were thinking about creating video content, or if you've done it a few times, just kind of the how to create video content as a newbie. If you are interested in this video, then I can't wait to go ahead and get to chatting about it, as well as go ahead and leave a comment down below your favorite part of this video, or where you're from. If you're from Instagram, if you're one of my friends, just leave a comment down below where you're from as well. I don't know, let's just chat in the comments basically is what I'm saying. But yeah, I've enjoyed all of the responses as well in the first video and the support, so I appreciate it. We already had a few subscribers as well, so if you guys are in the corner and you're subscribed, I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. As well, press the notification bell so that you get a notification for any time that I go live. I mainly am going to talk about lifestyle and business related things on my channel because I am a social media manager for those that are new and don't know me. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the video of how to create video content as a newbie creator or aspiring video content creator. Let's go. Okay, so to kind of begin, I want to just kind of talk about, depending on the platform that you're on, obviously for video content, it's going to be different and it's going to vary because there's different types of video content that you can get into. There's live streaming, there's just creating pictures, photography, videography, typography. There's a lot of different forms of art as always. So with certain things, YouTube that we're on right now, oh my gosh, how could I forget YouTube when I'm making a YouTube video? What? So yeah, obviously there's numerous different types of video content that you can make. So of course the first step is to figure out which type of video content that you want to make. Like, girl, where are you feeling inspired? Do you watch a lot of YouTube videos, watch a lot of vlogs? What kind of videos do you watch? Are you on Instagram a lot? Are you on TikTok a lot? Like, what are you on? Where are you active most? What kind of video content are you already consuming a lot of? That can tell you a lot about the potential content that you will be good at making. So that is obviously the first thing on my list to consider. Okay, grab my item. Concealer, where you at? There we go. So, along with that, some of the first things that you're going to need to consider when making video content is you're going to need to consider your budget. You're going to need to consider which tools you're going to need to create that content. We already talked about the platform that you're going to need, but then you're also going to need to consider the software that you're going to have to edit and upload that content with. Because all of that should be considered if you're trying to make top-notch video content and you're actually trying to get in the game, of video content creation. This video isn't just, posting a video on your front camera from Snap and uploading it and trying to get sales, which that does sometimes happen for certain things in certain degrees, but we're talking about legit video content creation, ad content, things you can potentially run an ad on, getting those things running, doing sponsorships, things that are gonna draw attention and draw traffic, right? So considering budget is an important thing for that. There's a lot of things that go into that. Let's say you're a fashion brand. Like, how many items are you gonna need to be showing on your page? How much does that cost? Are you gonna be using influencers to create this content for you? Are you gonna be creating this content? How much budget, like how much time is as well in your budget? So not even just a monetary budget, but like a timely budget. Thinking about all those things when it comes to video creation is something I feel like people don't maybe think about. Where it's like, one, video content and creating it does cost money because everything that is on the video, costs money other than the platform. Like, that's free. But let's say I'm wearing XYZ outfit, that probably costs, and you don't want to always be wearing the same thing in every single video, so you want to be switching it up, you know, if that's your aesthetic, unless it's not. Obviously everything's variable, but you see the main point that I'm trying to make is that budget is something that you need to consider when making video content, especially if you want it to be good video content, if you want someone to then invest their money into you creating video content. You know, it has to be good. So that would be the first thing. So then I talked about platforms kind of already, because video content varies per platform. When it comes to tools, understanding that when it comes to some of the content that you're seeing online, it may start off looking one way. Let me go ahead and blend, because the last time it took me a second to blend. Hold on. Or let me get my blending brush already together. I just feel like I don't have enough. Any ladies relate? Just don't have enough. Okay. But when it comes to tools, and one thing to consider is most of the content that you see online in video content, it looks so good because it's been edited so good, you know? They have the software and the money and the supplies, especially some of the brands that small businesses like to compare themselves to, which you should never compare yourself to any brand, but that does inevitably happen. And usually the comparison is done with brands that are investing numerous dollars in software, editing systems, tools that make their content, of course their content looks amazing, you know? Like, it better look amazing. It better be walking, you know, it better be dang near giving us the ROI of a, you know what, you know? So that's why it's like you have to consider how much money you're willing to put into your video content. And if it's not a lot, then figuring out the tools and accessibilities of the free platforms, which is kind of what I did with, like, I started with TikTok, figuring out the tools and editing system on there, and with cropping videos, transition videos and whatnot, so I could kind of scale that as an expertise of really knowing how to create eye-catching and like visually stimulating content. Okay, so for me, when it comes to tools and softwares, I definitely use numerous different softwares to edit my video content and create my video content. Like I said, I started kind of on TikTok, really learning how to edit transition videos, capture shots and scenes, and really create visual stimulation or appearances that I was seeking per video. So that's one thing. But as well, if you're able to put in the investments for things like obviously Adobe Premiere or like Canva Pro, or I use an app called Impresso that's actually very good as well for certain things. There's another one called Splice that is amazing as well. There's another one called CapCut. The list goes on. There's numerous different editing systems that you can utilize to better enhance your video content or create different types of video content. Like, let's say just text-based, if you don't even want to show your face, you know, if you want to do something like that, or like numerous like different photos if you're a photographer that you want. Just the list goes on, truly, when it comes to the capabilities of it. So I kind of just fluctuate between all of that in terms of creating my video content. And again, I think the main thing too, when it comes to video content, is realizing that it's all about capturing your consumer in a short amount of time. And so within the considerations of video content, you need to realize that most of your ideas are going to be very short frame and quick to the punch. So if you have a lot to say, you need to figure out how to mold that in that certain way. So it's how much time is that going to take you? That's why, again, when I mentioned budget, that's so important, because it's like, how much time do you have as well to create this video content? These people take a lot of time doing this stuff. Like, TikTok looks, you know, all fun and games, but there is a lot of time that goes into creating this content, as well as Instagram, YouTube, all of it. Like, this stuff takes time. That's why I honestly, it took me a while to even get into YouTube, because editing the videos, oh gosh, it takes so long. But yes, as well, when it comes to the tools that I use and like having everything come together through multitasking every single tool that I use, it took me a long time to figure, you know, everything out as well. So definitely realize that you need to take your time with video content and figuring out how to create video content. Because trust me, a lot of my first transition videos looked like ass, literally. So you just have to keep trying, keep practicing, realizing that everything is a scene, and everything works in scenes and clips. And from there, you'll get better and better and better, I promise. Makeup artists probably watch my videos and they're like cringing. Nobody's perfect. I gotta work it. Okay. Period. All right, so let's get into the next point. So the next thing is to kind of figure out which types of video content that you want to create, right? So I already kind of touched on that when it comes to platform, like based off of each platform, but also you have to consider, again, are you going to be on the camera? Are you going to be outsourcing this? Is it going to be an influencer marketing strategy where you're pitching for people to be creating certain type of XYZ content for you? Like, do you need to schedule photo shoots? Like, what's happening? Like, what's happening? How often is this going to be posted? What are you, how are we fluctuating this into your regimen? How are we inputting this? When is this happening? And how often this is going to be occurring? Because once you start creating video content as well, there's going to be creating a demand for it. So, like, are you ready for that commitment? Truly, you have to be, like, dedicated and, like, make sure you have the capability to continue to create video content. That's why a lot of people that are on YouTube say they've been doing it for a long time. Like, a lot of very successful people on YouTube, they've been at it for a very long time, as well as people on TikTok. You see all of the people that started on the platform are doing clearly very well. There's obviously people that are coming up that are just starting out, but there's just always benefits in being consistent and, like, keeping longevity. Like, I don't really know what I'm trying to say, I guess. Or I know what I'm trying to say, I'm just not sure how to word it. Just that it's good to be consistent in the long term, especially with video content, because video content can be repurposed in so many ways, as well as you get more watch time and more views and more reach usually with video content just off of it being a video rather than an image. Are images still amazing? Yes, and you can turn images into video content through collage and insertations of XYZ kind. You see how I use memes sometimes and moving images and GIFs in order to create substance to my videos of what I'm saying. So you guys will listen and say. So, yeah, I definitely think you just have to really think about video content in a completely different light. I hope already this video is kind of completely putting a different perspective out there for you with the potential of video content and what it really is and what it really can be. Because it can truly be anything that you want. It's more so about, are you ready to be consistent with it? What is your budget to do so? How are you going to execute? What tools and softwares do you need to execute? And who's executing? Who's doing it, sis? You? Who else? Influencers? Who's doing? Who? And what? What is it? Product, service? What we selling? What we doing? What we showing off? What we're showcasing? Where are the visuals? Where visuals? All about the visuals. All right, I'm gonna figure out what eyeshadow look that I'm doing for the day, and then get it all laid out. Let's get into the next. Oh, now my light went out. Hello? All right. All right, so let's get into the next point of how to create video content or start creating video content as an aspiring video content creator or a newbie video content creator. Or if you just need a little bit of, tips, or you just want to hear a conversation about that topic, here we are. So now I want to talk about how to create the best video content. We kind of got the basics, the beginning ideas. Clearly it's different based off of whatever platform you're trying to go to anyway. But overall, let's get into it. Creating good quality video content, whatever it is. You apply it to whichever you're considering, okay? Okay. So obviously, like I mentioned before, it's going to take you a lot of practice to figure out whatever type of video content you're into. So whatever type of video content you're thinking about making right now, you need to be already consuming it, hopefully. And for some, that may be hard because, like for me, for example, I could never go and create a TV show or a movie. Like, that will never be in the ropes. Maybe a documentary, docuseries, maybe something like that, because I consume those, but I wouldn't know a damn thing about creating a movie or a TV show. I barely watch those. Like, what? Like, I barely even have had a TV in my life existence, like in my reality. So it's kind of like that would be unrealistic for me to create something that I literally don't even consume, as well as hypocritical, and I might slip up and not even appeal to the standards of someone that actually does consume TV or like a movie. So I say that to say, for whichever video content you're thinking about creating, make sure that you have experience in what the demand is for that content. So consuming it is going to help figuring out that demand. What are people looking for in terms of TikToks right now in your niche? Like, what's trending, what's popping? Like, you need to take the time to figure that stuff out. If you don't have the time to do that, then don't be upset at the responses and the reactions you get from whatever you do produce in terms of video content. You could end up hitting the mark right away. You never know, go out there and give it a shot. But if you're not hitting the mark, or if you just, if you're not hitting the mark, or if you really want to know and start out the game strong and on the right note, on the right foot, then with that, of course, with anything is going to be researching what is trending, what's popping, how much time it takes to create this content, what tools, budget, softwares, all that stuff that I was mentioning before, because it's just all going to really mold into what you're trying to create, the vision you're trying to create. So again, for me with TikTok, it took a long time for me to figure out how to do these transition videos that I was seeing a lot of girls make look effortless. I'm like, this makes no sense. And when I figured out about a lot of different platforms that I just was unaware of and didn't know, like editing systems and whatnot, and as well as there's just everything is a clip, everything is a scene. There was just more things that I needed to, figure out and research about it. To, like I said, figure out how to create my vision perfectly. And I'm still learning every single day, which makes creating video content even more fun. So if you have already a passion and purpose in what you're trying to put out there and visualize to your consumer, and you're trying to figure out how to do that in a trendy way, then you're doing it right. So another good tip to do so is to watch the pros. Watch the people that are already doing it on the platform, like especially with YouTube videos as well. Like, I've been watching people do YouTube for so long, wanting to do YouTube myself. And like I said before, attempted to do YouTube a few times, but attempted and was just unsuccessful, because there's just a lot that goes into it, a lot more research. And then when I feel like I don't know something, or I don't know everything about something, then I get a little bit insecure, get a little bit anxious, and then I'm like, oh no. So then I kind of fall back from it, because I'd rather step away than put myself fully into the things. So like I said, we all have our battles, but really dedicating to the grind of video content can truly be profitable if done right. So if you guys have stayed this long in the video, I kind of want to get into the real tea about creating video content. And again, all of this so far has been my opinion, and like all of my videos will be based off of my experience, based off of just, my own experience, my own knowledge, my own research. And if you guys are ever interested too, I will put below, different blog posts that I've written, as well as that others have written that have intrigued me on some of these topics that I talk about, to give credit where it's due, and as well, if you are interested, for you to deep dive with me into the topic. So we can talk about it in the comment section. So with this, I just kind of wanted to talk about, with certain platforms, you have to as well consider the place that you may sit within video content creation. And this is an inevitable thing as well as an unfortunate thing, but there's a reality to it, where if you have a specific image, there's a specific place that algorithms will place you. And people don't talk about this. People don't want to talk about this. This is the real truth that platforms want to place you in. So algorithms learn things over time, and they're literally machines that humans cannot really control to a certain degree. It's all learned behaviors over XYZ variables. So it's kind of like these machines learn different characteristics, demographics, and many things, sounds, numerous things that can really decipher who you are as an individual and put you in a category of video content before you even get a chance to display what type of video content you're trying to create. So I feel like that's a consideration that a lot of people don't be talking about. And the only reason why I bring that up is I feel like a lot of women have maybe experienced this. Maybe they didn't know that they have experienced this, but when you try to go on social media platforms and the only reaction or boost from the platform that you receive is a boost of a sexual degree, where if your body's showing in an image or video versus not, that video is going to get boosted by the platform versus just a selfie or an informative video where you're talking educational. And many women can attest and have made, you know, story times or conversations about these experiences, but I've never really heard it broken down to the real truths of it being, you know, these algorithms being what's trending. Like, that's not what's trending for women. Obviously, women are, you know, remarkably and usually sexualized in every degree, most degrees. So it would make only sense that the damn computers are learning how to sexualize us as well. And again, just my opinion and my thoughts on it, but I see it happen a lot within social media. And I've as well experienced it, so I can obviously attest to it being true. So it's interesting sometimes to examine that. So that's another consideration to make when creating video content. Don't get upset at the reactions that you're getting from the platforms that you post your video content on, because not all platforms are here to be your #1 fan. And that's an unfortunate thing. It should just be that easy to, you know, get assistance, get reach, and, you know, yeah, get assistance on trying to reach your audience, truly. Because that's really all we're trying to do. That's really what we're trying to do. Get a little bit of help. Talk to the people that want to talk to me. Like, hello, I don't want to talk to this creepy old man. I'm sorry. Like, hello. But yeah, maybe just me. If you relate, you can mention that in the comments below. But I just wanted to talk about that consideration. All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish up this eye look. So I think that the other thing with video content too is that if you see and consume a lot of like Instagram Reels, a lot of TikToks and whatnot, and you see these people like, you know, blowing up from them, and you're not seeing the same reaction or response from your content, don't get discouraged. Just literally keep posting. Keep posting. Like, practice makes perfect, as well as consistency makes perfect. Video content is kind of its own thing, and virality is something that none of these people can predict. They're just posting content. They're just being consistent, catching up with trends, being unique, applying their personality to things that they're posting, and like I said, being consistent and showing up consistently. That's what's getting them ahead. So there's no, you know, secret sauce really to the algorithm when it comes to things. Yes, there's, you know, when it comes to creating a viral content anyway, specifically, because a lot of people are always asking, how do I make a viral video? No one that's made a viral video knows how they've truly gone viral. And if they do, send them to me and tell them to let me know, because in all actuality, there is no like true test yet to the metrics of virality. So just do your thing, girl. Figure it out. You got this. Get started on it. Figure out what you like. Find a sound on Instagram Reels or TikToks that you're enjoying and start vibing. Get into it. Like, you got this. But yes, I kind of wanted to get into like my reflection in general on video content creation and just like my tips for, like I said, people that want to start out making it or have been thinking about making it. If you've already been making video content and you just have kind of some considerations that you're trying to make about it, or figure out if you're doing it right. Like, just make sure they're using all the right tools, practicing from the people that you see, searching up tutorials for different types of things you're trying to do within video content creation. Like, that's all super important. So I feel like making sure that you're doing all of those things is a major key. But yes, just learning from the best and like really bringing out some of your personality in your video content, that's going to make it a lot more fun for you. So if you haven't already started like showing your face on your video content, or bringing in some of your personality through some of the things that you say, or some of the jokes that you like, some of the trends that you already enjoy on social media, like, do it, girl. Add it in there. Let people know who you are through your video content. That's really the main key. Start going live. I'm liking this look though. It's gonna look really good in the end. Okay. Another reflection I want to make on video content is just like, you know, staying motivated. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to show up with all the video content. Like, even if you get one type of video content a month in, if that's a live stream, if it's a reel, if it's a IGTV, YouTube video, like, you're still showing up and you're still doing something. So it's better than not showing up at all. Like I said, everything is a practice. So if you're dedicated in creating video content, if you even complete the smallest milestone of creating one thing per month, you're still doing it. So I'm proud of you. If you haven't told yourself already, then I'm proud of you. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my makeup look then, and then give my closing statement. But just make sure, again, if you're new to making video content, or if you just feel like you aren't getting up to the standards of the current video content demand, then you can do it. There's new techniques to always try, new tools to always use, and new softwares to enhance what you're doing right now. So just never fret on that. Let me go finish this. All right, to conclude, I want to thank everyone for watching this video. If you're still watching, make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment down below how you create video content and your favorite video content creation tool and platform, because I will be commenting my favorites down below. So if you want to know some of my favorite platforms, then go ahead and check this comment section, as well as check the description box below, so that you can see some of my blog articles related to this topic, some of my Instagram reel tutorials, as well as video transition tutorials if you are seeking any help on your video content creation. I appreciate everyone for watching this video, and to end, I just want to send out the good vibes and the motivational vibes to everyone when it comes to creating video content. And if you guys want, tag me in anything that you guys post so that I can gas you up and make you feel like a baddie. Or if you need any help with that, make sure you guys reach out. I do offer tutorial-based consultations on my website. So if you guys are ever interested in investing a little bit of income into your business and creating video content on your own, then definitely message me or head to my website for more information on that. I'll leave all the information in the description box below. I'm pretty sure I'm done with this makeup look. What am I missing? What is she missing? She's missing highlight. She's missing highlight. She can't miss that. Okay. And she's missing gloss, baby girl. Yes, okay, so I'm gonna go do my hair, get ready for the day. You guys will see my finished look in the thumbnail, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm hoping to post every single Sunday, and I appreciate you guys for coming to the Serene Corner. Have an amazing and prosperous day.